Today in Plants vs. Brainrots, I'm going to be going over all of the new stuff coming in the next update to Plants vs. Brainrot, as well as how to prepare at the end of this video. So anyways, I'm going to hop straight into it by hopping over to their Discord server. So surprisingly enough, most of the stuff is actually in their Discord server. So if we go ahead and search up, so the only official sneak peek, now there's tons of stuff they've actually leaked. The one big sneak peek inside the channel is a mango fruit. So there will be a new fruit coming in the next update right here. Here it is. I'm assuming this will be the new best. So this will replace the current shroom, which is the best. So yeah, expect a new plant to come. I don't know why I said fruit. It is a fruit, but yeah, so there is a screenshot of a new plant coming. Now, if we go ahead and search up from Jandal, which is the owner, he has actually leaked a ton of other stuff because there is a sort of suggestions channel in the Discord server where people can suggest things, and then he has replied to a few of them saying what could be coming. The first thing he will be changing is that 10x luck applies for 10 seconds instead of applying to a single brain rot and going away. So he said he will be changing this. So yeah, this will be getting changed. It won't just apply to one brain rot, which is good because yeah, it's a little annoying how, you know, it only applies to one. So that will be getting changed. A pretty big thing that he said will be coming is this right here, and it said that every plant has a unique ability so everyone doesn't try to get only the best plant. So this basically, to summarize this, he basically just talks about some of the buffs that the plants could have, which I think is a pretty good idea too, because obviously, yeah, right now every plant is the same except some are bigger than the others that have more. Like this one is 40,000, 43,000, 15,000. So yeah, they all do different damage. So what this guy's recommending is that there's also like a buff on it, like this one maybe boost the attack speed of this entire row or something like that. And Jandal says that that will be coming in some way. So that'll be good to see. We don't know if it's this update, but it will be coming. He also said he will be nerfing the rebirth requirements, which I find interesting because now this might have just been me, but I actually thought they were quite easy after a little bit. I felt like the first one was maybe a little difficult. Actually, the second one, I felt like the second rebirth was a little difficult getting your first two secrets, but after that might have just been me, but I felt like it was actually pretty easy since they were all the same exact secrets. So I'm a little curious since he did say he's gonna nerf it. He responded to this right here saying that he will be doing this. So yeah, this will be getting rebirths will be getting nerfed, which means a little bit going into the a little bit of the title obviously on what to prepare for. If you are right on the edge of rebirthing, but you maybe want to save, or maybe you can't rebirth yet, you might want to wait until this update because from what it seems, rebirths will be getting easier in some way. Now, we don't know in what way. Maybe they're just reducing the price or changing the brain rots. We'll have to see, but they will be getting nerfed. And he responded at the end of all this because he kind of went on just a streak of responding to people's, and he said lots of good suggestions. He will work on a faster GUI, which is like the buyer menu. It feels maybe more responsible. So yeah, I guess grabbing items and all that will be a thing. He said trading is already being worked on too, which is interesting, and inventory fixes have already happened. They've been doing that throughout the week, so you can ignore that one. And the final one he's implementing here is sorting options. So players add sorting by brainrot rarity, and it would make favoriting and finding stuff way easier. So yeah, inside of your inventory, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also a fan of this one because I don't have much right now. But if I go on over to like, oh, I don't know, how about not this account? How about this account right here? It can be a little difficult to find things sometimes when everything is just all cluttered together and I want to find a specific thing. And the searching does help a lot, but there's definitely been times where it'd be easier if I could just manually sort things. So yeah, he did say some sort of sorting will be coming to the game, which I'm definitely looking forward to. And he has no plans to add the player shops. So yeah, real quickly to mainly cover that, there will be new sorting options, a new plant, which will be the mango plant. We don't know if that'll be the only plant. Now, funny enough, there hasn't actually been any official brain rots leaked for the update, but I'm assuming there will be one or two, most likely. And we might also be seeing different things on plants that do different things, so that'll be interesting too. Now, I definitely recommend, if you haven't already, to get to the final rebirth, no matter how hard it is, because it is going to help you benefit a ton. Now, I uploaded a video a few days ago going over why it's really good because of these dragons, because currently the dragons are insanely OP. They're not hard to get at all. The dragons, all these dragons you're seeing around me everywhere you look, they're all from the boss in the final rebirth. And it's really good for some reason. I mean, look, if we just open my inventory, I have a 7,000 here. The ones I've equipped are doing like 30,000 each. So the boss in the final rebirth is super, super good. So I highly recommend getting there before this update, because you're going to want some money for the update, especially with the new plant coming. And I'm assuming with admin abuse before the update, they might also try some things and after. So yeah, definitely want to save up a bit of money, but honestly, I don't think money is too many people's concern. So you probably want to just make sure you have plans ready. If you're not using an alt account, which is understandable, you might not be able to. But if you can, you definitely want to get an alt account ready, just like I have here, whether it is for buying multiple plants, especially if you don't have Robux, because restocking is 70 Robux, I'm pretty sure. And so if you don't want to spend 70 Robux to get another one, you can just have an alt account with money like I have right here. As you can see, all three of these alt accounts have have billions of money, so they can easily get any plant that spawns in. So it helps me. For example, if a shroom spawns in, I can have 4. That's how I have so many of the best one. Now, to be fair, a couple of them were restocked, but still, it's definitely possible free to play. So I highly recommend getting an alt if you can, especially for future updates and everything. The admin abuse is insanely good, so you want to have good plans before this update starts, because if you plan on being there for the admin abuse, last admin abuse, sadly I missed most of it because it was at 6 a.m. for me, which is way too early. But I was there right at the end of it, and I got one thing, and it was the 6-7, which I have to find somewhere in my inventory here. This right here, it only does 16.9 thousand, which is pretty good, but this thing had like 700,000, I'm pretty sure it had 670,000 health. It was impossible for me to kill at the time because this was a week ago. I didn't have really that many stuff, so I did get it by clearing the lanes. So yeah, pay to win, I know, but my point is that a lot of you, if you're there for the admin abuse, you might not be able to damage or barely damage the stuff that's coming through. So just make sure you have plans ready for this update. Now, there is a trading in the Discord server, but honestly, I don't know how much I vouch for it, because you can just so easily get scammed from it, since, you know, one person has to give it, then the other, so one of them could just leave. I don't know. I don't like it, so I'm happy they're adding a trading soon. But another reason to join the Discord, I've mentioned this in a previous video, is for the stock. If you don't know, in the Discord server, there's a channel that notifies what is in the shop, and you can actually choose what to get notified for. So as you can see, I get notified for these 4 things. I should probably turn off carnivore, but anyways, so yeah, every time one of those is in the shop, I get notified. For example, at 8:55 a.m. there was a carrot in the shop, so I knew and I was able to get that. So I definitely recommend joining this if you need plans, because most people, they have the money, they just don't have the plans needed to damage some of the stuff coming. But you definitely want to be there for the update. That's what I recommend. Or not the update, the admin abuse. The admin abuse, I was so angry last time I missed it, because there was a guy in my server. So I AFK'd my VIP server. Another guy was AFKing with me. I missed it because I was disconnected, and obviously I didn't wake up in time. And this other guy who was in my server, he was there, and I saw his base after. He had so many rainbow secrets that were super, super good, and like the carrot secret and everything. And I was so jealous because those were so good. He became better than me, all because I missed 1 hour. So I was pretty upset about that. Now I don't really know what they'll be spawning. But I'm assuming they're still gonna spawn some pretty good stuff. May not be as OP as last week, since a lot more people were new last week. But there will still be very good stuff, especially if you've just started the game. Actually, if you just started the game, you might not be able to get most of it, but still recommend coming just in case. Now, something else I forgot to mention, if you don't know Armin, he was basically the original owner of the game. He still owns a portion of the game, I'm pretty sure. He still works on the updates and everything. And not that long ago, he actually liked an idea, and so I'm going to find that real quick. So yeah, on the last update, like literally 9/27/2025, that was last Saturday, he actually liked this a lot. So basically, I think this will be coming too because a lot of people have been recommending this. I've seen it in a lot of places, so I think it'll be coming. But basically, as you probably know, there's an auto sell menu. The thing you see on the left already in the game, but there's a don't auto sell, and then you can choose by weight, brain rot, and mutation. So this obviously is just a whatever it's called, a fan art type thing. It's not like the official one, but he did say he likes this a lot, which means it could be coming, especially since other people have talked about it too. What this basically means is that let's say you have rares off or something, but you want a 500 kg rare. So you can put that and then put whatever the brain rot is there. So that way, if that were to come through, you would still get it even though you have rares off. I think this is a great idea because yeah, I've definitely thought at times like I've seen massive brain rots coming through, and I wasn't, and I auto sold them. But so yeah, that'd be pretty interesting if they added that. I think that's a pretty good idea too. So that could definitely be coming too, since it's been over a week, or it's been a week since last Saturday since that was introduced. So yeah, that could definitely be coming. Also, a little tip I have just in general I wanted to include. This has nothing really to do with just the update, but it's to do with Robux. I got a question about it, and honestly, to be honest, you don't really need any of the game passes. Like I said, money is not really a problem in this game. Most of the stuff is pretty cheap compared to how much money people have, so you don't really need money. The extra storage space, also not really needed. You could just put stuff on alts, and while it can be tedious because you have to go one at a time and there's like a 5-second cooldown, but still, I feel like out of both of them, even the extra storage is probably more worth it. I do have both, and yeah, I mean, I don't really need the money. All three of these accounts don't have the game pass, and this one has 200 billion. So yeah, you don't really need the money or anything. The only stuff really worth it is if there's an insanely OP thing coming, then you can clear the row or something. But yeah, besides that, you don't need the game passes to be good at this game at all. You can definitely be free to play and be at the same exact spot that I'm at. Anyways, though, that is going to be it for this video, so make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and if you have any other tips that I did not mention in this video that you think should be made public, make sure to tell me in the comment section down below so other people can be helped too, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.